morning, Dodge City, Church of the Nazarene, and anyone who's doing the 21 days of fasting and praying with us. This is Pastor Joel Tuches. Today's miracle is found in Matthew 8, verses 28 through 34. Let's read it. When Jesus arrived on the other side of the lake in the region of the Gadarenes, two men who were possessed by demons met him. They came out of the tombs and were so violent that no one could go through that area. They began screaming at him, "Why are you interfering with us, Son of God? Have you come here to torture us before God's appointed time?" There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding in the distance. So the demons begged, "If you cast us out, send us into that herd of pigs." "All right, go," Jesus commanded them. So the demons came out of the man and entered the pigs. And the whole herd plunged down the steep hillside into the lake and drowned in the water. The herdsmen fled into the nearby town, telling everyone what had happened to the demon-possessed man. Then the entire town came out to meet Jesus, but they begged him to go away and leave them alone. The second place where we find this miracle in the scriptures is in the book of Luke, chapter 8, verses 26 through 39. Let's read it. So they arrived in the region of the Gerasenes, across the lake from Galilee. As Jesus was climbing out of the boat, a man who was possessed by demons came out to meet him. For a long time he had been homeless and naked, living in the tombs outside of the town. As soon as he saw Jesus, he shrieked and fell down in front of him. Then he screamed, "Why are you interfering with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High? Please, I beg you, don't torture me." For Jesus had already commanded the evil spirit to come out of him. This spirit had often control of the man, even when he was placed under guard and put in chains and shackles. He simply broke them and rushed out into the wilderness, completely under the demon's power. Jesus demanded, "What is your name?" "Legion," he replied, for he was filled with many demons. The demons kept begging Jesus not to send them into the bottomless pit. There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding on the hillside nearby, and the demons begged him to let them enter into the pigs. So Jesus gave them permission. Then the demons came out of the man and entered the pigs, and the entire herd plunged down the steep hillside into the lake and drowned. When the herdsmen saw it, they fled to the nearby town and the surrounding countryside, spreading the news as they ran. People rushed out to see what had happened. A crowd soon gathered around Jesus, and they saw the man who had been freed from the demons. He was sitting at Jesus' feet, fully clothed and perfectly sane, and they were all afraid. Then those who had seen what had happened told the others how the demon-possessed man had been healed. And all the people in the region of Gerasenes begged Jesus to go away and leave them alone, for a great wave of fear swept over them. So Jesus returned to the boat and left, crossing to the other side of the lake. The man who had been freed from the demons begged to go with him, but Jesus had sent him home, saying, "No, go back to your family and tell them everything God has done for you." So he went all through the town proclaiming the great things Jesus had done for him. Now for our prayer time. We continue to pray for our families to be healed and reconciled. Pray for the healing of all the families in our church in Dodge City and Kansas, for God to send a revival, for new believers, for the hearts of the children to go back to the parents. And that is our scripture and our prayer for day 7.